Mausoleum. Evening. Yes, Percy. Why do you glow in the dark? Evening looks at herself. I don't glow in the dark. Yes, you do. Evening arches an eyebrow at you. You slip a light gem in my pocket. Nope, the glow is from you. I never noticed it before. Perhaps I'm just used to it. Kinda strange, isn't it? I have heard that mortal women glow when they're pregnant. Are you pregnant? No, I'm definitely not pregnant. There's something you're not telling us. No, really, I'm positive I'm not pregnant. You're a mysterious girl, Evanine. She shrugs. Percy has wings and I glow in the dark. This is a mysterious group. So we'll have to just leave it at that then. The lid on this coffin is partially open. It appears as though somebody has already looted it of whatever valuables it once contained. This one had a sling. Destroyed coffin. Right. So we're not the first one here. Might as well still take a look at these. Just because they've been mostly looted doesn't mean they're completely empty. Bullets. Neatly arranged on this table are various skeleton bones and small jars of preserved organs. It appears to be some sort of collection, right? So that's the graveyard keeper's little secret, collecting body parts. Throwing axes. Basically random crap I wouldn't take with me either. Destroyed coffin, coffin. Okay, there's clearly nothing here worth taking anymore. Right. Ooh. Amrod, Zilgarad, Denegrath, and Ilgaskul. Challenging. Very difficult. Very difficult. Very difficult. There's the gong, though. The wizard outside gave us the tip. If we use the gong, it's gonna bring the roof on top of our heads. At the same time, that might be exactly what we want. I might have to sacrifice one character, but it would weaken 4 enemies then. These are the same guys that bitched with me when I was in the mercenary guild. So I can't imagine this going peacefully. So it's not like we have the most terrible group ever. Things might still go our way. Okay, let's try it normally first. You there. Stop. Wait a second. You're that whelp who tried to join the guild, aren't you? I must say, it's a surprise to see you here. You must have brought a change of diapers. We've staked out this territory. Now get out of here. Why are you here anyway? I'm not here to answer your questions, whelp. This is your only warning. Take one step into this room, and you are dead. My dead what? Then we'll have our way with the yummy Akaidan elf. Now get lost. Threatening females. Very manly of you, Amrod. Why don't you sling your empty threats at me? Montador, we offered you a chance to join our group. Now I see why you refused. Is she as good as she looks? I've wiped scum off the bottom of my boot with more class than you. Get out of our way or I'll twist your head up and make it apologize to the female. Over my dead body you will. Don't forget, my group is backing me up. Montador flashes a diabolic grin. Then we're coming in over many dead bodies. He readies himself to attack. Ah, shit. Well, casting unknown spell. That sounds quite a lot like invisibility. Shit. Well, it's not a lot we can do here. I don't have any recollection how large of an area Fireball has. Well, it's gonna be fun, isn't it? What I'm seeing is a rogue or a ranger. Probably warrior. Maybe a warrior or a cleric, and then the wizard. Okay, we got some hits on them. Feel free to do something, by the way. I think I'll try to put suppressive fire on Zilgarad and Denevrath. They might not do anything, but at the same time, this might force them to be on the defensive.
We shall not be defeated!
You cannot win!
Ooh. Loot bags destroyed. And we're weakening them. Zilgarad is close to dying. They could use a weaker spell to take him out. At the same time, it's not like I have other uses for this. I only have one of these. Evanine dodged the attack. Right. Montador does not. And I'm sort of keeping Denevrath occupied too with my spell. Ah, shit, just fireball them.
We won't both walk away from this.
Why did you? Okay, one down. Denevrath will probably die too. Amrod is a problem. He's just buffing himself, not even trying to do anything else.
Cannot end like this!
By my direction,
We can't see Amrod. Shit. Might be able to do some electric damage to him. Oh, now we see him. Don't do it, don't do it. I'm trying to disable him. No, he has ghostly visage very likely going on. Which means I need a third level spell to even affect him. I can't do much. I'd be able to pop a little bit, but that's about it. Oh, yeah, he's dying. We played a little bit. Got 250 from each kill. We didn't get them from the opponents, I think. The game basically has a condition: once someone dies, it gives 250 out of these. Great equipment again. Some kind of a journal. Also, weird looking stone.
This is too much to carry.
Yes, it is. Can't be helped at the moment. But of potions. Jewelry, gemstones, money. So all the loot in those sarcophaguses. Decent spells. You'd have to use the gong. Right, not too bad. Cannot identify. Cannot identify. They're too good. You'd need some initial lore skill to be able to identify these. Still, we might be able to identify some. And the fact that I can't identify these is a very good thing. It means the items are at least half decent. Wand of protection from a light. Still, it's intolerable that I have this much stuff that I can't really identify. It's without a doubt, it's equipment we need for our guys. Can identify the +2 arrows, but that's pretty much it. Mercenary Guild Pass. Ah, crap. Crap. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to have to spread this joy around a little bit, otherwise I can't even move around. Right, we could move forward, but yeah. Since we are lacking, or basically have nothing to put in a lot of equipment slots, I think it would be foolish to move on now that we do have something to add to them. Just can't identify it yet. But we need better ways to identify. What does the lore potion technically do? Identify level 3 single use, that's the problem. It probably adds like 13 to your lore in total. It just isn't good enough. I suppose the one downside, at least, to having great equipment as regular loot. At the same time, I do like the combat design quite a bit. It's less focus on trash, and it was a proper adventuring group where you play, so what exactly would you expect? Get out of my way. What are you bitter about now? Why are we wasting our time in this place? Don't tell me I have to watch you pray. What do you have against this god? Nothing. Nothing more than any other. What do you mean by that? What does it matter what I mean? Well, I somewhat care what you think. Neil, are you going to give me a hug when we're done talking? Get lost. Ugh. Why do you bitch about it constantly?
Greetings.
Hey, can I identify things here? Yes. I don't particularly care what the items do, I just need to identify them. Even the crappiest items is going to be something we could use. And these are not crappy items by any means.
Ugh. This is too much to carry.
Quiet you. There's something else. Right. Sequencer rope. Ooh, that's a good rope. Capable of storing 2 spells. So basically, we can store 2 defensive spells on this that we can later on cast, I suppose, once per day. This, for a sorcerer, this might prove to be a opportunity in that we could cast spells that we later basically replace with something else into the robe and keep using it. Something to think about at least. Okay. Boots of Escape. Constitution penalty, freedom and haste. I'm not sure. This might be a good one for me. It would allow me to cast very quickly, allow me to move around without having to worry about anything, and it would make me feel more fragile. However, if I'm going to avoid being on the front lines anyway, it might be worth it. Alternatively, a frontline fighter that can quickly smash through everything cannot be really prevented from acting, and is gonna have slightly less hit points. So, I'll take the sequencer ropes, thanks. Does it have anything yet? Clear sequencer. Spell sequencer 2 spells. I think it casts both the sequencer spells at the same time then. Who wants extra strength? Acid damage plus 2 enchantment bonus. Nothing exceptional, but acid damage works really well. And it's a blunt, bludgeoning damage. Suppose I'll give it to our warrior as a alternative weapon to use. Deep wood. The light armor plus 4. Move silently, hide. We're not actually a proper rogue, so the hide and move silently is not gonna matter too much. And with a 4-man group, I don't think I have the luxury to sneak around anyway. So that's something we can get rid of. Fire starter. Longbow plus 2 mighty. Unlimited arrows, fire. Can you use it? Yes. Probably because she's an elf. Unlimited plus 3 arrows. Actually, no, you... What exactly can you use? You probably have elf proficiency. That will include the longbow, right? So she can use it. Branch of the Abyss. We can damage resistance fire 15 plus 2 enchantment. Has 50 charges. Burning hands 1 use per day. No, okay, the charges mean nothing. It can cast a level 10 fireball once per day, a level 12 fire arrow once per day, and level 5 burning hands once per day. That's a decent amount of attack power. That's 3 flaming arrows. It's a higher damage spell than the level 10 fireball. Right. I'll gladly take that. Rampart Shield. Plus 4 Tower Shield. Minus 2 Dexterity. Versus plus 1 Tower Shield. Right. Thundering Axe. Great Axe, Sonic Damage, Stun. Good Axe, but not gonna use it. Other light armor, some damage resistance, but nothing especially interesting. I do need to check if we can use a heavier armor on her. Azrael's Domain. Plus strength, plus armor. Can you use it? No. That's what I thought. Boots. I'm thinking of giving them the fighter. Although you will lose a lot of constitution because of that. You lose the bonuses and you get an additional negative. I'll take them for myself for now. How much life do I have? 13 hit points at level 6. Oh shit, that's versus 19. That's a significant percentage amount. That's not something I can easily ignore. Okay. What about you? 120, 96. It's still a significant amount, but it's not quite that catastrophic. $31. Right. I mean, we are still pretty much half the health over compared to anyone else, and that's with +4 extra constitution. Still, it's an improvement. Okay, saving throws +2 and sunburst at level 20 once used per day. This might be good for me, because I'm not sure if the others know how to use sunburst. Actually, I don't even recall what sunburst does. Okay, who wants saving throws? You want saving throws. Still, we have 2 rings. Displacement, invisibility, sphere once per day. I'll take that. Resistance to acid, cold, electrical, and fire 15. Very powerful. Probably should give it to him. Evanine has high dexterity and is a rogue, so she has a reasonable chance of just evading the damage. Montador will not. So, resistance on him will be much more useful. And that's about it. Well, the scrolls are potentially useful too. Right. Could I get rid of some of this shit?
Greetings.
I can't keep carrying all of it. Ooh. The warrior priest studies Percy for a moment with a stern expression on his face. Percy is uncomfortable with his stare and draws towards you. You took a great risk by bringing a fiend into a temple of the Sun Lord. Relax, she's harmless. I sense no evil from her, so she is permitted to stay. I apologize for my behavior, but her kind has a long history of evil. My first response was not one of distrust. I would have perished long ago. I want the bag of holding before I head back. How about holy water? 2d4 damage to undead. I'm not sure how these are used. It might not be a terrible idea to have these, because I'm guessing the damage would be something like divine, something that's pretty much impossible to block. So it might not sound all that great, but I mean 2d4 is not exactly a huge amount of damage, but it might end up being more valuable than it seems. It's fairly cheap. And I have to buy them one at a time. Where are they? I'll buy 10. That should last an entire fight easily if I do nothing else but throw holy water at a target. Still, I... Numian Sword. Immunity to death magic, level ability drain. This is very nice. Not sure who should have it, but immunity to level ability drain is something that any frontline fighter against vampires should have. And if we sell some of our crap away, we might be able to even afford it. It's 30,000. We can at maximum get 7,500 from a single item we sell. Most of these items will be worth a lot more than that. Maybe some other shopkeeper would be able to pay more. I don't know if I care too much. I think I'll keep the Azrael's Domain heavy armor. It might actually be better for Montador.
This is too much to carry.
46,000. I'll buy the amulet. Okay, you have a heavy armor of +4, +2 strength. This is heavy armor +2, +2 strength. And I can't use it, Percy can't use it, Montador doesn't want to use it, so might as well sell it.
Greetings.
Ooh. I'm glad to see you well enough to travel, Lady Evelyn. Oh, thank you, Oris. I would like to apologize for having been so unfriendly to you, even though you offered to help me. No apology necessary, milady. To hear your voice in response to mine does my heart glad. Right. We could buy a better armor for Percy. The monk's robe should fit her, but this is a decent armor for now. The question is who's going to get the amulet? Armor class is not exactly totally irrelevant. But he has an acceptable armor class already. I think he should be immune to level training abilities. Right, so little bit of equipment. I think it's worth it. But how the hell do I get you to heal people?
Hello there. Greetings to you.
Ah, the bag of holding. That's something I want. To a limited extent, I can shift the crap around, but I would really like the bag of holding. I also recall it being available very early on, so it's probably in the core. There's only 2 shops there. If not, it's in the maid's tower.
Sorry.
Not a chance.
Sorry.
Not a chance. Not
Sorry.
a chance.
What can I do for you?
Hmm. Build of absorption. Definitely nothing even remotely interesting here.
Good day.
You have the adventurous case. Weight reduction minus 60%. By no means is that a bad item. It might make sense to buy a couple of those too. But if I can add all help, it's definitely bags of holding. Especially the heavier weapons and heavier armor, they just weigh a ton. A single heavy armor might be able to slow down our movement rate. So it's not really all that great of a way to do things. I also need to read the mercenary journal I found.
Not
Sorry.
a chance.
Guild Pass. Just checking what our options here are. Maybe we'll find extra information. Might be worth reporting that. We're not though all that far away from another level up. Helga.
Warm winds and hello.
This dwarf appears better adapted to human civilization than most others of her kind. She offers you a smile as you approach. Hello, I didn't realize we had a new member. What's your name, adventurer? My name is Roland. Pleased to meet you, Roland. I'm Elga. Tell me, who sponsored your entrance into the guild? Amrad sponsored me. Amrad? That jerk? I found that unlikely unless you liberated his past from him. Alright, I admit I killed him, but he attacked me first. He's really dead. I haven't seen his friends either. You got them all? She smiles broadly. I have got to tell everyone this. I'm not going to fight my way out, am I? Oh, heck no. Hamlet has his goons were the worst thing that happened at this guild, but nobody ever had the nerve to tell him like it is. He was a bastard, but he was a bastard who could throw some nasty stuff. Backed up by his goons, he pretty much had the run of the place. Thanks a lot, Roland. You've done us all a favor. I'll bet Breggin will give you a discount at the Adventurers Rack. He and Amrod have been feuding for months. Yeah, tell me about the place. I'm not sure how long this guild has been around, longer than the 2 years I've been in it. It's a place where mercenaries like us can share stories, rumors, and job leads. It's a pretty nice place, really. Not that mercs are used to, at least. Hmm. Isn't everyone investigating the rising evil? There's a huge reward and there's fame and fortune, but there's also danger. Most of the mercenaries here are just people who own a sword and a suit of chainmail. I've been fighting for 15 years, so I know my limits. I can't find a vampire or a werewolf. There's a few mercs going for the 50,000 gold Lord Raisin is offering, but they're too busy to visit the guild these days. Right. So we can't really Women's changing room, men's changing room. Can't really benefit from this in any way. Not this journal. I want the other journal. This journal belonged to Amrod, the leader of a group of mercenaries who attacked you in the graveyard district mausoleum. There are several passages that catch your eye. We've been collecting undead parts for several days now. For what reason, I have yet to comprehend. Even though we're being paid handsomely for our efforts, it is insulting not to be told what the purpose of these parts are for. I shall discover it myself in time. There is more to this mausoleum than meets the eye. We discovered a gap in the wall at the far end of the mausoleum that leads down to some kind of uncharted crypt. We haven't reported this, of course, as our boss doesn't approve of our extracurricular activities. I'll wager the loot is even better down there. There's a presence in the crypts below. Even Denigra is uneasy. I'm beginning to wonder if this presence is responsible for all the zombies we've been dealing with. I'm all for a good fight, but I'm not so foolish as to think we can take on an ancient evil. Slide is several hours late in reporting back. Maybe time for us to leave. You should hold on to this journal. Oh shit. I suppose it's something we can report, and since we are so close to a level up, well, not that close really, but if we report this, maybe that will change. I think I'll just report directly to Lord Raisin, simply because I don't want to go to all the way to the guild. Maybe these adventurers rack had the
Hello?
bag of holding. Although I seem to recall these were very specific.
Hello?
Very specialized
Hi
items
there.
that they sell. Exotic weaponry. Armors.
Greetings.
What can I get you?
Right. Maybe it was the woman in the Wizard's Tower. I don't recall what she was selling besides the recovery potions. That's probably it. I can certainly afford it. It would be closer to 5,000 gold. I have 26,000. So no problem there. And the utility of having the extra inventory, or rather extra carry weight, is just huge.
Well, hello there.
There it is. She also has a lot of usable items that basically provide a blessed weapon one at level 17, 1 use per day. That would be very powerful. Also, it's just 6,000, so we could afford it. Monk or Rogue Ring. I'm thinking of buying the potions. They're not that high weight, and I certainly have use for them. For a caster like me, probably the best investment I can make. Ooh, can I see what a sunburst does? Wizard, sorcerer, druid. Evocation, excellent. Huge. reflex save, spell resistance, medium range. A brilliant explosion occurs where the caster directs causing 1d6 points of damage per caster level to a maximum of 25d6. I think it was level 20 sunburst, so that's a lot of damage. That's to the undead. Non-undead creatures suffer only 6d6. Vampires are destroyed instantly if they fail a reflex saving throw. All enemies in the area of effect must also make a successful reflex saving throw or be blinded permanently. The blindness can only be magically removed. So holy shit. Anti-undead raping spell basically. Or undead raping spell, however you want to see it. Right. So a bit of an investment, but I think it is a good investment. There's no way we can do what the potions allow us to do in any other way. It's just not possible. So 5 times during our following adventure we can recover fully in the heat of a battle. Actually, we don't want to rely on that. At the same time, if I feel our survival is at stake, I will drink them without any hesitation. When I have maybe 1 left, then I can start to be more hesitant. 2, I'm fairly certain I can make do without drinking any of it. So it's better to use it if we feel like it. We can then struggle to the end without any, if it comes to that. Might be getting less experience by bypassing the middleman.
Greetings, adventurer.
And no, I can't do anything. Ah. Lord Raisin's stern expression softens as he looks at Evanine. How are you feeling, young lady? Her voice is quiet. I'm well, my lord. Lord Raisin doesn't look like he believes her. There is no need to hide your emotions from me, Evanine. I miss Gerald. He did so much for me, but I never... He knew how you felt. He thought the world of you, even though he knew you for so short a time. You were like family to him. He would have been very happy to see you well enough to leave the temple. But he never had the chance. I know. I'm sorry, Evanine. I talk to Gerald often, and I know that seeing you recovered a little bit every day was all the thanks he needed. Put aside your guilt, young lady. He turns back to you. I wish you good fortune, Roland. If you discover anything, report back to me. Okay, I think... And I report the mercenary activity to him then? Could I report it to the guard captain? I don't want to go to the slums. Just because it's time consuming. So if I could report it to anyone, I just want the experience out of it. Surely I can report it to someone. Seems important enough.
Well met.
Nope. I suppose I'll head back. I mean, we do have to go and report to people after we've explored the... God's sakes. After we explore the crypts below. So hopefully we can mention it at the same time then. We're still in fairly good shape, so I'm not sure if we should rest. At the same time, not exactly in perfect shape by any means. Can probably use some shitty potions to heal Evanine. Still 10,000 left, and we have fairly good equipment sets. A lot of things still missing, but the wall before you has crumbled into a large pile of stone and brick over the years. Some of the rock and dirt has been moved aside recently, revealing a small dark hole in the wall. Enter the hole. Stone tablet. Skeleton skull piles. Ooh, tracks. These tracks were left by a clumsy, shambling humanoid. Slide. So the missing part of the hostile team. A dagger and a gauntlet and some traps. I think I'll leave the traps. Ooh, a strong holy trap. I'll leave the traps. Ancient scroll. This dusty journal is so worn with age it is nearly illegible. Only a few lines can be made out at the end. The holes are nearly complete and our preparations for the rituals are on schedule. Master's head priests continue to bicker even so close to the ceremony. When it is complete, they will guard the keys required to enter the Master's sanctum, but I doubt even death will stop the priests from trying to kill each other. Okay, sounds good to me. So we might be able to get them to attack each other then. Low skeleton in the middle of the room. Tracks are leading to the sarcophagus. Yes. You notice something curious about this coffin. There is very little dust on it, and the lid appears to have been recently moved, but it does not appear to have been disturbed by looters. You notice the footprints in the area are shambling and uncoordinated. The lid and the coffin's sides are chipped and damaged, as though it has been handled by clumsy hands. The lid is partially moved. You peer into the coffin and see a light below. It may be possible to climb down. Let's enter the coffin then. Sewers. These sewers appear long abandoned. These tracks were left by clumsy shambling humanoid. They seem to be entering the water. This isn't the same sewer as we encountered in the city. More tracks. Traps. Tracks seem to be all over the place.
Done and done.
Where's Evanine? No, I literally cannot see her.
By my direction, attack!
Dumbass. There's a lot of signs of zombies. No zombies visible.
Done and done.
Not a
Sorry.
chance.
The complex lock on this chest is unpickable, but the case of exposure to dank sewer air has left the wood weak and moldy. It should be easy to smash. Oh my god.
Ortano, fortigiamo!
The smash of the chest echoes through the sewers. Yeah, zombies. Amulet and a cloak. Whoa. That's a lot of zombies.
By my direction, attack!
Not sure what our good options are.
We shall not be defeated!
Do we have good options? We could fireball there, Evelyn probably wouldn't be hurt. At least not too badly. I don't think so. Zombies in general are not that tough. They have zombie lords there, so it's probably not trivial, but still. Spell shield.
My steel will strike true.
So these are just there to buy time. He has physical protection and magical protection on himself now. So I won't be able to contribute much unless I basically spam a huge amount of stuff. Let's try the Holy Water. Range touch attack. That's easy to get to hit. That's divine damage. But too little to take down anything. I think we're better off just using physical attacks on this one. It's the easiest one to crumble. Especially since no one else is bringing down the spell levels he's protected
My
against.
weapon. Ineffective. What? Follow me, now. By my direction, attack!
We shall not be defeated! We... You face your death in me!
Right. These guys are not trouble for me. Might be if I wouldn't have the full
This
group, but
ends
since I do,
here.
I don't think I have to worry about anything.
We won't both walk away from
The
this.
zombie lord could be an exception, but no. A lot of our guys have some kind of specialty damage type that their strikes do. They'll go right through the stones and hit the lord has. And zombie warriors and zombies are not a
My
match
steel
for
will strike true.
basically not even match for characters of this level, but with the great quality equipment they have, they've got nothing. But okay. The tracks lead directly into the sewer water, which stretches into the darkness beyond. Water is murky, foul, and likely poisonous from decades of spoil. It would be impossible for a living, breathing creature to swim in it. Zombies attacking Edinburgh must be accessing the city through these abandoned sewers. That was worth 500 experience, and the loot itself is naturally worth something. Okay, at least we figured out where the zombies are coming from. Into the sewer system, but why are the zombies coming from? Why are the zombies coming after the city? Sarcophagus.
Done and done.
And done.
Done and done.
15 gold, some healing potion. Gauntlet of Worthlessness and Thieves' Tools. The stone tablet has a slot on its surface that appears to be a receptacle of some kind. It is labeled by a series of runes you do not recognize. I don't have the intelligence or lore. The tablet and its runes don't make any sense to you. Ooh, lore success. That's odd. It's probably very easy, so even non-existent skill is enough to get lucky with it. The runes are written in an old southern human tongue, instructing the user to insert a sword into the receptacle, but you are pretty sure the word sword is used figuratively. Okay. It means the penis, doesn't it? It's the only explanation that makes sense. There are 3 doors there. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything worthwhile in here. It's gonna be the doors that are important. Multiple traps. Lesser spell mantle, lesser spell breach. But that lesser spell breach is gonna be valuable. It'll bring down protection from elements, globes of invulnerability, spell mantle, stone skins, premonition. It will bring pretty much to any magical defense, and 2 that are very basic to any high level wizard. In fact, we probably should buy all spell breach scrolls we find. Because again, we have very limited selection of spells we can take. I might take 1 spell breach of some type, but if I could avoid doing that, that would be great too. Simply because I'd rather have something offensive focused than spell breach. The spell breach is one of the most valuable things you can have. I would definitely like to have it. Probably the lesser spell breach is good enough. Blah blah blah. Master's head priests continue to bicker. They will guard the keys needed, so we need the keys, need to put them in the stone tablet and path opens. I guess that's the gist of it. There's 3 doors, so 3 priests. But would there be a good way to get them to fight each other? Alternatively, I suppose we can kill everything, but I'm not sure if that's well, hello. That might not be the smart way to handle things. If they could at least weaken each other, that would be great. If I have to go kill everything on my own, that's gonna be troublesome. Right, sarcophagus, High Priest of the Sun. So I'm guessing the moment we start to fiddle with the sarcophagus, something will happen. Maybe just going in here will trigger them. No, we need to fiddle with something. This is good because it allows us to open up and clear all the rooms out of traps. It might give me an option to lure some of them to meet each other. I do have the invisibility potions. And I think I have something on rings too. Right. Point being, I do have the ability to lure them and then disappear from their sight so they only see each other. Another trap room? Right. And again, we're not gonna get any experience from killing things, so we might as well let them do the hard work if we can help it.
Done and done.
Ooh, a lot of bones. High Priest of War. Sun might be cleric. War would probably be a warrior. Maybe a mage then. Although they were all supposed to be priests. Maybe they're just clerics of different type.
Done and done.
Heal. Okay. Let's see if we can cause a little bit of a fuss here. I can't have the whole team here. That's gonna be too hard for me to control. The AI doesn't really follow orders that well. Well, sometimes they stick where you want them to stick, but sometimes they get into the urge of going out and fighting again.
Hold this spot and don't move.
Yes, of course.
But I just can't rely on that. Yeah, I think it's more of a question of which ones we could potentially survive against. We are the weakest member of the goddamn group. A grey guardian mummy. Impossible. Right. I would think the healing guy would not pose too much of a threat. Guardian zombie? Like a flesh golem or something, whatever. Skeleton mummy zombie. Well, this is a problematic situation. And I am basically dead. Okay, they noticed each other. That's a wizard. Well, that's at least two I don't have to worry about, at least for now. If we could get into a situation where only one remains, that would be perfect. The aura cannot hit me, it's probably a fear aura of some sort. I might lose control of the character. I still have the other invisibility, so I'm not too worried about going where those two guys are. I mean, if they're focused on kicking each other's ass, I'll be fine. Ah, one of them already died. Surprising. Zombie seems to be in the lead. No? The mummy has a death shield. Does magical damage every time someone hits him.
By my direction, attack!
The Guardian Mummy is regenerating. It will win this. But he might run out of resources by the time we'll enter the fight. Ah, he heals himself through those spells. That's why he's recovering.
By my direction, attack!
I don't want to go too close to it, but I think I have to. Shit.
This ends here! You will not defeat me!
Right. Good enough. Mummy Rod. Zombie Rod. And Skeleton Rod. Right. 500 experience points and easy fight because they did all the actual fighting. Right. Now only you need to figure out how exactly use these. I mean, I'm sure if we had enough intelligence we could figure it out, but we don't. Okay, there's a skeleton mummy. I think it was something about swords first, so war maybe. That would be the skeleton guardian. The rune begins to glow with a light that obscures your vision. In a moment, the glowing fades, and a different series of runes appeared. Uh, Mummy orb. Blah blah blah. Candle. Well, it's not the healing one, it's the sun one. So it's mummy and then zombie. And a portal. 1000 experience points. We're less than 1000 from reaching a new level. Don't know what to expect. I think we're better off served by resting here. It might be unnecessary, but we don't know what to expect, and I have no idea how much spell casting power or other things these guys have wasted. So, right. If there's a master below, I'm assuming it's gonna be tougher than these guys. Only makes sense. Crypt level 1. Spirits.